This first case Articles on the Go feature is titled, Keeping New Staff in the Operating Room. Written by Paul Wafer, BS, MBA, RN. It's never easy to start a new job. It means meeting new people, learning their way of doing things, and just being in an unfamiliar environment. Let's face it, it can be really stressful. When you add the fact that you're taking care of a patient in an operating room, that stress level can go through the roof. Even an experienced nurse can have difficulty in this situation. I cannot tell you how many times I've gone in to assess a new facility and heard, "We hired and oriented new nurses, and they left right after orientation." There can be a number of reasons why this occurs, but I'll outline some of the most common reasons we see in the field. 1. Organization of equipment and supplies. Is there a methodology for how the supplies and equipment in the department are organized, and has this been clearly communicated to the new staff? Are there location codes listed for all items on your preference lists? Nothing is worse for a new nurse than to run out to get a supply and not be able to find it. It's guaranteed that there will be an angry physician when the nurse finally gets back to the room, and a frustrating experience all the way around. 2. Preference list accuracy. When a nurse is working with a new surgeon, they rely on the preference list to be up to date and accurate. Otherwise, the nurse may find him or herself leaving the room frequently to get additional items, and if you have the organizational problem mentioned above, the nurse is set up to fail miserably. 3. Department culture. How collaborative are the members of the surgical team at your facility? Is there a supportive culture that helps new members of the team assimilate, or is there an undercurrent of letting the new person sink or swim? How willing are the surgeons to welcome a new member of the team to their OR? Would the attitude change if your organization and preference lists were fixed? 4. Intradepartmental Cooperation. How well do the support departments work, and do they provide consistent service to the OR? Can the nurse count on the accuracy of the instrument sets? Is the patient completely prepared by the pre-op nurses? Is housekeeping available to assist with room turnover at the end of the case? This type of collaboration is critical to build a culture where team members feel valued across the entire spectrum of surgical services. 5. Staffing and on-call requirements. Is there enough staff covering all shifts to ensure that the nurses are not having to work unplanned overtime on a frequent basis? How frequently are the nursing staff having to take a call, and for how long of a stretch? One of the most common break room grumbles focuses on understaffing and overworking your OR team. With the average age of an operating room nurse now over 50 years old, there will be new nurses joining your organization in the future. If you're having issues with staff turnover, chances are one or more of the 5 reasons above are in play. With focused effort and a lot of patience, cultures can change and staffing can stabilize. We owe it to our new nurses to give them the best opportunity for them to succeed. As always, thanks for listening to this episode of First Case Articles on the Go.